Hey everyone, Cobalt here, and luckily today is a much better day. I did have a small crack, like the feelings were starting to come up while I was driving, but I just reminded myself I'm here to enjoy the music I had playing and just enjoy the sun coming in, and I'm just in the moment. We are not going to cry while driving. So, anyways, yeah, I definitely cried like most of yesterday. Spontaneously, of course. It's the only way. Cried while making lunch. Cried at night in the shower again. Hoping that it would come to an end. Yeah, guess I was backed up a little bit. But luckily, when I woke up this morning, Waylon woke me up very gently instead of her usual whining. I sleep next to a window. She started pushing the blinds open ever so slightly to let more sun just hit my face, and that's kind of how I've been waking up the last few days. A nice and gentle way to wake up. I felt more even, I guess, today. Part of me was like, am I lying to myself? Like, do I just not want to cry anymore? And who could say? I don't really know how grief works. As this week has shown you, I started out thinking that my grief was my tiredness from having a loss of sleep. Like, I didn't know what brought it up. I thought it was maybe me talking about money. None of that mattered. It actually was just other crap from last year that I had to go through, and I'm still kind of feeling the vibrations of that in some way. And grief, I don't think it has an end date. It just kind of pops up whenever it wants to, and hopefully you're in the space to accept it for what it is, feel the feels, so you can move through it. So let's see, today, pretty easy going, I would say. I kind of, even though I was feeling better, I knew that I really need to rest, and so I tried my best to go slow today. And just do everything slowly. And that's something that my therapist has taught me. Your body kind of, like, your nervous system needs to like warm up again, right? So even if you are able to move fast or at your regular pace, just, move slowly intentionally. Like, slowly grab your cup of coffee, slowly pour the milk in. So I was trying to like implement that, not spook myself into crying again, which crying is kind of still a newish emotion for me. I was the type that had to watch cancer movies to cry back when I was in college. So that's where we started. and it was like a once a year cry too. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm healed. Anyways, it's funny. So yeah, today I needed to go sourcing. I did decide to stay home yesterday, due to my crying, and hung out with Waylon, annoyed her. She annoyed me, as you do. I was hoping that if I went out today, I could get a lot, so that way I wouldn't have to go out again tomorrow. Not really my preference, more so for Waylon, because she really hates being alone, and I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure she's like crying for like the entire time I'm gone. And I don't want to stress her out too much. I know that she's good for like, 4 to 5 hours tops. She has a kennel here, but I would rather just let her roam free and whine instead of just be in her kennel and whining. So I do get a little bit nervous that she's gonna, let her anxiety get to her and maybe chew on the curtains or something. So I was really trying to time box myself to roughly like 4 hours so I could spend the extra hour if needed driving. Because of that, I ended up going to my hotspot stores, which is just stores that are on certain routes that I know I always get a lot of goods from. I was shooting for 16 items because that would get me through 2 days. And the first stop, I was able to pull out 14 items. And what was also amazing about that was I actually hit that same spot on Tuesday, I think. And that was something I wanted to test. I know that this particular store gets a lot of donations. It's in like a really popular part of town. And so whenever I go, there's always people bringing out and stuffing the shelves with plush, even if the shelves are overfilling. Like, the experience is like you take one plush out and like 3 more fall out just because they're so packed in. You would think they would see, oh, it's full, we can take a break. But no, whoever's managing that store is like, just keep sending it. It's fine. Find space for it. A lot of my stuff from Tuesday was still there, but that stuff had been pushed to the very back. So things on the surface were new. I was able to pull out 14 items. I was there for maybe an hour and a half. So anyways, I was debating about just going home after my first store, but I decided, you know what? I'm feeling good, and who knows? I might be going back downhill tomorrow. So let's make the most of it. I was deciding between 2 stores. One of them was closer to Waylon, and therefore I knew I would get to her sooner. But that store, while good, it's like not my favorite choice because parking is limited and the Wi-Fi is really spotty in the plush area. So I usually have to like put it in my cart and then like take it down like half the store to get just one extra bar of Wi-Fi just to make it go a little bit faster. So anyways, I didn't have enough spoons to do that. So I decided on a different one that was like just 2 more minutes to get there, but it was further away from my house. So anyways, I was glad I went because besides plush, I have started picking up hats. And I kind of hit the mother lode on this hat. Not the character hats I usually go for, but this is all the same brand of hat. All of them were anywhere between $2 to $4, which is amazing because usually it's like $5 to $7 for hats in my area. So it has the Mitchell Ness on the back. Most of them still have the cardboard that holds the shape there. Here's the tag, and you know it's a little bit yellow, which I would assume due to age. And because I bought so many of them, I'm just like, this had to be from this one guy's collection, and he just donated them, or you know, in reality, it probably came from like a girlfriend or something, and she's sick of her dude, and then just donated them all. That's what I really feel like is the real story whenever there's a huge amount of one item. I'm like, this guy, he saved the paper. Okay, there's a lot of them still have like the sticker on there. Again, paper. There was a Space Jam one. That's really cool. I was like, man, I would wear this. I love Space Jam. A lot of them are bowls. There's one that had a cool detail on the bottom. This one is also Space Jam. Let's just show them all. I thought this one was really cool. I'll have to find out what the style of this is because just how the embroidery goes, I thought that was really kind of unique. That one, $2. I got a Miami Heat one. And here's the other side. So it has the Philadelphia. On this side is another tag. This one has the name on the back. It has a patch, which apparently adds to the coolness. This is embroidered, really nice still. Bait. I don't know what that means. I don't even know if it's a character. I know nothing about sports. Ooh, the underside's pretty cool. And this same design is on this little button at the top. So, yeah. I just thought they were really cool. Okay, let's keep going. We got time. Another one. Rockets. And this one I thought was also cool. It has this like blue detail, and it's mesh on the back. Still has the paper on the inside. And here's the last one. Yeah. Still has the paper. And then this one is NBA and Bulls as well. So, like, when I picked it up, just to read it off, we have $3, $3, $2, $2, $2, $2, $3. So when I picked this up, oh, and there's 3 more in there. When I saw those, I was like, okay, first flag for me, why are they $3? Second flag for me, why are there so many? Third flag for me, is it possible that these are fakes? And I was very close to just reaching out to my coach, but like, I need to be my independent person here, right? And so value on these, a lot of them, I'm going to probably list them all pre-owned, even though the ones that have stickers I could probably list as new. But they're all roughly between like 20 to 30 bucks. But since I've only bought them for $2 to $3 each, like that's an excellent multiplier on my money. Hey, that's like 10x, like that book I was talking about. So yeah, that was like an amazing pickup, and I was really glad I chose that specific Goodwill. Also, one more just for funsies. This was sitting on the floor underneath all of these purses, and it was so cute. I was like, I have to pick you up. It is a dumpling purse. And there's, the opening. It has the characters on the strap. Oh, I guess it is English on one side. But yeah, I just saw this in the store. And this particular store, I don't know why, because it's not really in that good of an area, but it has a lot of, anime and these cutesy type characters in it. So here's the other tag on the side. I don't know what it says, but I don't know. I usually just kind of take a chance on these things. That's kind of a little bit of risk in my business, and by take a chance, I mean like when I do the comps, there's usually only like 1 or 2. And then the ones that, that I'm getting the price from might be in Japan, for example. So on this guy, so cute, little dumpling, I think the comp was around 50 bucks for him. Let's see if I still have the tag on him. This guy was $5. Anyways, with there being one comp and it's high, I'm like, let's do it. So I got that, and I also got 2 bags of plush from this one. So I'll have to count it up. But yeah, I feel like I'm like good for a few days. I might not have to go out again while I have Waylon, but I'm thinking I'm probably gonna just do plush and have the hats just be extra on top, just because they are so low in value. Why not just have it be extra? I need to separate this all into boxes. I still have to do my photo and listings. As you know, I love doing it at night, and it's basically nighttime at this point. It's like probably close to 7. It is 7:06. So I need to get to it, and I think we have one more day. Yeah. See you guys tomorrow.